Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 7 of Stalker Anomaly Gamma edition. So we are right where we left off. The unfortunate death location of our friend Nick. Nick, who is no longer with us. So, at this point we're intending to head off towards the southwest corner of the map. Southwest corner of the swamps. Hoping that we may find a way through to access the upper west corner, which is a strange approach, I suppose, and I knew that walking into it. But at this point we're just exploring our options. We've got all our gear ready. We've got all our supplies in check. So we set off through the swamp. This has to be one of my all-time favourite locations that I've ever explored in a game. It's just so different to anything else that I've explored. And the atmosphere is incredibly tense and dense. It's really quite something. The whole time I'm exploring this place, I'm aware that there could be anything just meters away. Hidden behind the tall grass. And these sounds around us. These Lovecraftian moans. As if the landscape itself is twisting and turning in pain. At times it's like walking through a painting. So we discover here that a location has been revealed where there are quite a few facilities. First of all, we're heading to the guard outpost. So far I've managed to avoid any guides or any spoilers of this location. So I have no idea what to expect. Believe me when I say, you are not going to want to miss this episode. All I'll say about it is, it's one of the scariest moments I've ever encountered in a video game. So, I learned from a comment on one of the videos that you can check this Relations tab to find out where you stand, where your faction stands with all of the other factions currently. It's helpful. My main problem is currently trying to identify the different factions when we come across them. I suppose that's just something we'll learn to do better in time. We just saw pop up on the screen then the words less than half. So I've altered the configuration of the mods, so now we can't see how much ammo we have, represented in the bottom left. Instead we have to check it manually. Observation post. I'm nervous. I discovered earlier that we have no matches. Though we have food and water, we have no matches. Which means we can't light any campfires to save. So we'll only be able to save at lit campfires. Pre-lit. Don't find anything useful in these boxes. We do find some vodka. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to climb up this structure, but turns out we can. Look at this place. I feel so alone out here. It's an incredibly cool atmosphere. Couldn't quite glimpse where we were headed. I was trying to get an oversight of the location ahead of us, but I couldn't see anything, couldn't see any activity, couldn't see any structures or any lights. It's getting very dark. It's a very gradual fade to darkness. I'm getting nervous. The ambience is doing its job. The anomalies always intrigue me. I dare not go too close. I think there is an artifact. Bog Pounder Anomaly. I really don't know what to expect. I haven't come across any mutants yet. I haven't come across any forms of life. But it feels like there's always something nearby. I was expecting to walk a lot further into that. Fortunately, we didn't have to. Looking for an opening in the fence. Our stamina is low. We're a little bit overburdened. So I decide to break down these suits. I think I should investigate this location. After all, there may be a lit campfire here. But there may be something else. Something dangerous. Clear Sky Base. I remember the name Clear Sky is one of the other factions in the game. The loners are allied, or at least neutral, to the Clear Sky faction. I think I just picked up a map. There's not much here. Seems to be just another abandoned location. Let's check up here. Nothing useful. Look how dark it is. I'm glad I bought this headlamp. Our destination is not too far from here. I start to wonder about the place where we're going. Will it be friendly? Will it be full of enemies? Will there be mutants along the way? You see a corpse. Is it a zombie corpse? Or is it a human corpse? Zombie. Just one. Which is very odd. Maybe there are still other zombies around. Who killed that one? You can see our destination. We need to go slow. I managed to identify someone. I don't know what faction that is. But I sense that they aren't going to be hostile, so I approach. Turns out that this is the Clear-Sky faction. He's just giving us a little bit of advice to avoid the radiation. He wants 5 sewing kits. But we refuse the job. This place is a hive of activity. There's nothing useful down here. This looks like a bar. Is this a trader?
Здорово! Чего тебе, сталкер?
He's the librarian. He tells us a little bit about Cold, who is the leader of the Clear-Sky faction. He tells us a little bit about the history of Clear-Sky. We spend a few moments browsing in the menu. We buy some matches. And then we move on. We speak to a couple of other locals. And we do pick up a couple more jobs. Somebody wants us to clear some mutants from the area. Here we have to retrieve some documents from the dead city. I'm not sure where that is.
А я так считаю. Жаловаться на судьбу — это никуда не годится.
Turns out it's quite far away.
И стараться, чтобы лучше всех остальных. Вот и все.
Too far for us to be investigating right now. So we continue to explore.
Да-да.
He's a medic. He can help us to heal for a fee. He has some kind of special serum, but we refuse to inquire. At least we know we can get medical supplies from here. He gives us a job to find a bracelet artifact. And he wants a drug making kit and some antidotes. But we refuse.
Я буду очень рад, если мои выводы окажутся
He's also
полезными.
interested in controller brain tissue. And I know that controllers are some kind of mutant enemy. I think there's something to do with the Monolith, so I refuse that quest. don't think we're prepared for the Monolith at this point. And here we meet Cold, the leader of the Clear-Sky faction. He tells us a little bit about the history of Clear-Sky and the area. And he informs us that there has been an insurgence of bandits and renegades in the area since the anomalous activity has died down, and we offer to help. So he gives us a quest to repel the renegade attack on the pump station. He also tells us a little bit about the mutants in the area and warns us that there's a dangerous mutant nearby. Once again, we offer to help. Night Terror. This mission sounds scary, but we'll do our best to investigate. He tells us a little bit more about the Clear-Sky faction and the relationships that they've had with the other factions in game, and essentially we learn that they're a little bit aimless at the moment. They don't have any kind of main goal. All of their members are just hanging out, trying to survive, clearing areas that they need to reside in. So now, we check the map for our new missions that we have. First, decide to try to proceed with our original mission by finding another way around in the swamp. I'm very interested to find S.T.A.L.K.E.R at this point. So I decide to bypass and overlook our current new missions and aim for our original intention. First, we'll just finish exploring this area.
Приветствую.
And here we meet another trader. He offers to give us a job. He asks us to retrieve a scanner from an anomaly. He gives us another job to deliver a PDA. So we found quite a few missions from this area. We ask him if he will lend us some money, purely out of interest, to see what he'll say. He declines. And we take a look at his wares. There's nothing really useful here. At least nothing useful to us right now. So we prepare ourselves to say goodbye to the encampment and to head back out into the world. At least we know we have a safe zone to which we can retreat. Place where we can save.
Тебе чего, сталкер?
So once again we're alone in the swamp, heading out into dangers untold. And now we know, because of the missions that we have, that there are mutants in the area, and that there are enemies, armed enemies, in the area. So hopefully we can bypass them. We really just want to find our way to S.T.A.L.K.E.R. So it looks like we have to pass close to the Night Terror mission. And I'm weighing up whether or not I want to investigate that mission. I really don't know what to expect. but it was described in a way that made it sound like multiple stalkers attempted to take that creature down and failed. So what chance do we have? What is that? Whatever it is, it sounds huge. We choose not to investigate. At this point we can hear the gunfire from the pump station. This is part of our mission. But we decide to ignore it and to press on towards S.T.A.L.K.E.R. We discover a hidden stash, but it's empty. It's useless to us. So at this point, I do push on all the way up towards the area. Thinking that I'm now on the opposite side of the fence. And we'll skip ahead to the part where we realise that once again we cannot make it through. We hit the same barrier. This leaves us in a state of uncertainty how to proceed. The only other way that I know, potentially, is now in Agraprom, the underground. So I'm confused how to proceed from here. Do I really have to go into Agraprom? It sounds like it would not be the case. It's not my first instinct to go all the way into Agraprom, to enter the underground. So we try to take a closer look around and see, are there any other clues? Is that some kind of tunnel? So we go to investigate. It's not too far from where we are. Unfortunately, it leads us nowhere. We can find no tunnel. So we reload a save back at the Clear Sky base. And we decide to spend a little bit of time investigating our new missions. From here, the only option we have to proceed with the main quest is to head into Agraprom to the underground, which we're going to save for the next episode. But for now, we're going to see what these missions are about. I'm not sure whether we're equipped, whether we're strong enough, but we do decide to investigate. There's only one way to find out. We hear the gunfire intensifying. Sounds like a war zone. I think we just got shot at, or that was some kind of ricochet that landed near us. So the structure ahead of us is where this firefight is taking place. And we're warned of sniper fire at the bottom left by an ecologist. We can see the torches and we identify renegades. It looks like the renegades have captured the area. There's no more gunfire. Now I start to get nervous. We have several missions in the area and we know there are mutants around somewhere. Just make sure we've got all of our medical supplies in order. I get a feeling we're in for a fight, so I prepare by eating and drinking the food that we need to eat and drink. Making sure all of our ammo is in check. So we have to proceed very, very slowly. At this point I try to just get a feel for who's here. How many enemies are present. I can already see there are multiple targets. And we get spotted. So we retreat into the swamp. There's something else close. Pigs. Killing the pigs was one of our jobs. We had no choice here but to run, to retreat. We're under fire from the renegades. We still don't know how many of them there are. Things are being taken to the extreme. We don't know what's out here. So we just run.
Точно попал!
I don't know what to do. I don't know which way to go. So I decide to press on towards the pump station. Maybe there's a chance we can take out some of the renegades. So we take a moment to rest here before we push on deeper towards the pump station. We're very dizzy from the medication we've taken. At this point I don't like our chances, but I refuse to retreat. It sounds like the renegades are engaging with the cats, or the mutants. They've entered into the grass. Maybe the pump station is abandoned now. And there's still somebody here. I wait for him to stop. But he doesn't. I'm not seeing any movement. Did they all leave? I think they came looking for me. Those voices sound far away. They're in the grass. We spot a corpse of clear sky. I have to go slow. I don't know if there's anybody else still here. I don't think there is, but I can't be sure. We find some supplies. I check to see if I can turn off the pump. I don't think I can. I know I don't have a lot of ammo in this gun. They're quite far away. Can I get up this tower? I see a way up. A renegade corpse. I think this was the sniper. But where's his gun? So they've all wandered off into the grass looking for me. They seem to be searching for me. They're too far away for me to shoot. But I decide to try anyway. I don't like my chances. I think about going down. Maybe I should engage them close by. But I think there are too many of them. I'm not sure what to do. So I try this tree. To get a better view and get a little bit closer. See if we can snipe them. They know where we are. I decide to retreat to the sniper tower. Perhaps from up there I'm secure. Maybe I can be protected by the barrier. And pick them off as they try to come close. They're all making their way back. Slugs will be best. I don't have many. This is not looking good.
Готов нахуй!
We got one. Maybe we can do this. But they're closing in fast. They're making their way up. They're close now. Shit. This is tense. I decided to wait for them to try to climb up the ramp, thinking I can probably kill them as they pop their head over the top. Let's see how we go. They're coming. Maybe this can work. Somehow they managed to shoot me when I couldn't see them. So, we died.
А слышали о проводнике? Он, мол, самый первый из сталкеров в зону ходить начал. И вроде может провести практически...
At this point I'm thinking, if I could make it there quickly, maybe some of the Clear Sky faction will still be alive, and maybe we can fight the renegades together. So I set off quickly in hopes of getting there before they die. I'll have to be quick. gunshots have ended. Sounds like it's already over. I wasn't quick enough. So now I look towards our other missions. I know I can take on the mutant boars. Still not sure about the other more dangerous mutant mission we have. Maybe we'll investigate that. Maybe we'll just try and take a look. But for now, let's focus on the boars. We can hear them. There's the pipeline where they were last time. They're very close. They're just on the other side of this grass. I'm hoping that the renegades don't make their way over. Perfect. Now, who's this? An unsearchable corpse. I'm guessing he was killed by the boars. The pump station is still occupied. I think that's out of the question for now. Until we have some better armor, maybe some better weapons. Yep, still renegades. No good. Where is this other mission? Night Terror. I don't know if we're capable of doing that yet, but we can always investigate. Still don't know how to proceed with the main mission. We also have this strange reward over here. I'm not sure what that's about. So we decide to save before we push on. Towards the Night Terror. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where things get really interesting. Buckle your seatbelts. I have no idea what awaits. I think I see something. Did I just see something climb up and down that ladder? I'm not sure. Maybe it was just a trick of the... Wait. Look. What is that? Whatever it is, it's big, and it seems very agile. We have to try to get closer. Let's go slow. Where is it? I can't see. This thing came out of nowhere. I was totally unprepared. It scared the living crap out of me, to the point where I discharged both my rounds in my gun. We now have an unloaded weapon. I have no idea what this thing is. I haven't been that scared by a video game for a very, very long time. At this point, I'm completely dumbfounded. I still haven't seen it. This thing has scared me to death. And it still is. We didn't stand a chance. Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you join me for the next episode coming later. Thank you very much. Goodbye for now.